people were attracted to that. And what I found was that it was relatable, it was honest, and it was conversational. And that was really important for me moving forward, creating content on LinkedIn, because all these people were telling me there's a personal and professional self, and there's no room for the personal self in the professional world. And yet, the way that people were consuming was very different, right? I looked at the research that LinkedIn had come up with for the topics that were most popular the year before on LinkedIn. Number 3 was self-esteem. So I started just basically talking about things that people weren't talking about. Fear of failure and rejection and maintaining confidence throughout the job search. Last year, we launched the first viral video campaign called hashtag Let's Get Honest, and it reached over 26 million users on LinkedIn. And just over time, I started falling more and more in love with the platform and with the community itself. And that's kind of been driving me for the past 3 years, where I didn't monetize anything for about 2.5 years. I just kind of just loved the community.
So when did the first monetization happen, and how did that happen?
Well, it really started to happen when I started getting people were sending messages saying, I don't know what you're doing, but I want you to do what you're doing for my company. And at the time, I was working as marketing manager of an IT support company, and I'm like, this doesn't fit into my current role. And I was getting job offers for speaking gigs for $10,000 to go for a day. And I was showing it to my boss, and I'm like, I love my job, but at a certain point, this doesn't make sense. And so their solution was to launch a social media division of the company called Grady Digital, with me running the social media portion of it. And so that would probably be the first time we really tried to monetize it. And it did work. However, I hated the job. But I learned so much about the fact that I did love training people, because at that point, I had been on the platform making tons of mistakes and learning the ins and outs of everything. And I loved being able to train clients. And we got to a point where these workshops that I was doing for clients that were meant to basically kick off the services on the right foot, just educate them, they were telling other people, and pretty soon we were doing workshops for people outside of the clientele. And that was a big turning point for me, because then I was hooked. I just loved training people how to do it.
Show of hands, who here is a LinkedIn beginner?